Hi friends, I'm Jess from the Sunny Hilltop Hobby Farm, and today I'm going to show you all how I make my delicious homemade pancakes from scratch. All the ingredients and measurements will be down in the description box. This recipe is going to give me about a dozen pancakes, and I'm starting out with 1 cup of all-purpose flour. To my flour, I'm going to add the rest of my dry ingredients, which are 1 tablespoon of granulated white sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And now to that I'm going to add 1/3 cup of dry milk. If you're using milk in liquid form, then you can just skip this step altogether. And now I'm going to combine my dry ingredients, make sure they're mixed together really well. So now that I've done that, I'm going to get to work with the wet ingredients. And to 1 egg, I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I'm using sunflower oil. You can use melted butter or whatever kind of oil you like to use, as long as it doesn't have a really strong flavor. And now I'm going to beat these eggs into submission. Okay, now I'm going to add to my eggs 1 cup of milk, but since I use powdered milk, I'm going to be using water instead. So now I'm going to mix that together really well. And now I'm going to add my wet ingredients into my dry ingredients, and I'm going to mix that up, and I'm going to make a batter. Now the thicker your batter is going to be, the thicker your pancakes are going to be. So what I'm going to show you here is going to be for a thick pancake, but I'm going to add about 1/8 of a cup of extra milk to make my pancakes slightly thinner. I've had my skillet heating up on medium heat, and to make sure it's the right temperature, I'm going to be adding a few drops of water. And if your water does this little happy dance here, then you know it's ready to receive your pancake batter. This is probably the hardest part of this whole pancake making process for me. And now to measure out my batter, I'm going to use a little measuring cup, and I'm going to be pouring about 1/4 cup of batter for each pancake that I'm making. And I'm only making 2 because I don't have a griddle, so it's kind of hard for me to flip my pancakes because I'm just making them in a regular skillet. So now I'm going to sit here and watch these. Just babysit my pancakes. And yeah, I'm going to turn my heat to about a medium low and just sit here for about a minute and watch them. What I'm looking for is all those little air bubbles to come to the top of the pancakes. And after about a minute, you should have something that looks like this. See all the little air bubbles on the top of the batter? That means your pancake has cooked through and is ready to be flipped. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now they may not look perfect, they may be funny shaped, or you might mess up flipping them, but one thing I can promise you is that they are going to be delicious, no matter what they look like. Sometimes I messed them up. I really wish I had a griddle to make these on. I might actually try and get one. But for now, this is what I have, so this is what I use. And after about 30-45 seconds, this is what they look like. This is the bottom, and this is what the top of them looks like. And there's your delicious homemade pancakes from scratch. And if you're lucky, you may end up with an NFL pancake shaped like a football. Oh yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching.